Someone asks you in the names of Allah, give him. If you can, of course. But if he asks you something impossible, you don't give him. I ask you in the name of Allah to kill this person. I ask you in the name of Allah to divorce your wife. I ask you in the name of Allah to tell me your secrets. No. It means when he asks something legal, something within your capacity, then do it. Are you following? So you should must not misunderstand the hadith. And if someone asks in the names of Allah to be protected, seeking refuge, give it. If someone invites you, accept his invitation. But providing that there is nothing, no haram. He's inviting you to walima, banquet, wedding, but there will be khamr, music, dancing, mixing, free mingling. No. This is haram. We don't accept this invitation. Are you following? They will get angry. So what should we do? Whom should we please? Allah. Let them get angry. So what? We say in the Arabic, يشرب ماء البحر. Let him drink the sea water. Okay? So what? He gets angry. What is more important that Allah should not get angry. You understand? Okay. And if anyone does you a kindness, someone did something good for you, he made you a favor, you should also thank him for that and give him something. And by the way, brothers and sisters, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Tahadu tahabu." Exchange gifts. This will bring about love and brotherhood. You understand? Even if it is, yes, small thing. But the idea itself, this will bring love between brothers. You understand? And sisters as well. Do you hear me, sisters? So this will strengthen the sisterhood and the brotherhood. But if someone gave you something and you don't have anything, what should you do? Make dua for him. Aisha radiallahu anha, whenever she gave out sadaqah, she would ask her slave girl to hear what the people say. For instance, she will send food. Say, give it to this poor family and listen to what they say and tell me. And the girl would come back and she would say, they prayed for you and they said this and this. So Aisha would pray for them. And she would say, they prayed for me, I prayed for them, and they want the reward of the sadaqah from Allah. Smart. Very smart. Understand? They prayed for me, I prayed for them. So dua for dua. Finish? Now I gave them sadaqah. That is plus. The reward will be from Allah. See how smart she is. Of course, alima. Alima. Scholar. I remember that this happened in London. I was giving a talk. And then question time, one of the sisters said, but you know that the women at the time, in the past, they were teachers, they were teaching, Aisha was teaching the people. So why not we cannot teach men? What to say? I said, well, if any sister as knowledgeable as Aisha, all of us will come and study under her. Anyone among you as knowledgeable as Aisha? This is number one. Number two, Aisha, though she is the mother of the believers, she was always teaching them from behind the curtain. Aisha was not coming on the stage, on the panel, okay? And she would be hitting the table, okay? And all those men in front of her. Sorry, males, not men. There's a difference between males and men. Okay? The real men are real who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those are the real men. So here the Prophet ﷺ is telling us, if you don't have anything, keep praying for them until you feel that maybe this dua now is equal to the sadaqah they gave or the gift they gave. Chapter number 56. Nothing but paradise should be asked for Allah's face. Jabir said that the Prophet ﷺ said, لا يسأل بوجه الله إلا الجنة, nothing except paradise should be asked for by Allah's face. Because that is the face is one of the attributes of Allah. Okay? So you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by His attributes. So you ask Him the Jannah by His face. Chapter number 57. The chapters now are short. On saying if one only such and such, Allah said, يَقُولُونَ لَوْ كَانَ لَنَا مِنَ الْأَمْرِ شَيْءٌ مَا قُتِلْنَا هَاهُنَا. They say, if we had anything to do with the affair, none of us would have been killed. This is where the if comes. And this is where the shaitan comes. If. But it happened. So what's the, crying over spilt milk, So what's the use here? It happened. Why are you using if? That's why the Prophet ﷺ said this will open the gate for the shaitan. Had he done this, it wouldn't happen. But it happened. Also Allah said, الَّذِينَ قَالُوا لِإِخْوَانِهِمْ وَقَعَدُوا لَوْ أَطَاعُونَ مَا قُتِلُوا. They are the ones who said about their killed brothers, while they themselves sat at home, if only they had listened to us, they would not have been killed. The munafiqs, they are saying, had they listened to us and did not go for jihad, they would have lived. So Allah told them, so avert death from you when it comes. Okay? And Allah said, أَيْنَمَا تَكُونُوا يُدْرِككُمُ الْمَوْتُ وَلَوْ كُنْتُمْ فِي بُرُوجٍ مُشَيَّدًا. Wherever you are, death will reach you, even if you are in lofty buildings. Death will come. No one can stop the angel of death. Okay? The angel of death will come and take your soul. So here the Prophet ﷺ says in the hadith, احرص على ما ينفعك واستعن بالله ولا تعجزن وإن أصابك شيء فلا تقل لو أني فعلت كذا وكذا لكان كذا وكذا ولكن قل قدر الله وما شاء فعل فإن لو تفتح عمل. Seek carefully what benefits you in the hereafter, and seek help only from Allah, and neither lose heart. If any adversity, misfortune comes to you, don't say, if I had only acted in such and such way, it would have been such and such. But instead say, Allah has decreed it, and what He willed is done. Verily, if opens the way for the work of Satan. It opens the door for the Satan. So just say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, qaddar Allah wa ma sha fa'al. What do we say? What do we say? Qaddar Allahu sha'a fa'al. Allah decreed, and what He decreed happened. Qaddar Allah wa ma sha fa'al. Because this will open the door for the devil. And then will the guilt, for instance, a brother from UK. His son drowned in the pool in the house. And he called me and he is crying and this. Said, I feel guilty. And then he was saying, had I erected a fence around the pool, he wouldn't have died. But he died. So you see, the shaitan is making him feel guilty so that he will remain sad forever. Now, this is something you didn't mean to kill your son. You didn't take the precautions, that's right. So just now take the precautions so the rest will not drown. Understand? So it is from the qadar to take the precautions. After taking all the precautions,